all comes down to it, we'll just go with Bungle in the Jungle. I got that going on here with Jethro Tull.
You guys are hilarious. But we are recording now. So happy 4th of July to all of you.
Happy
Thanks
4th,
for being
everybody.
here.
4th.
Thanks
Bam,
for serving.
bam, bam, bam.
Thanks for fighting for freedom, because you all have taken a job that I was too scared to do. But totally respect it and appreciate what you have done for me. So thank you. I got to introduce you guys. First up, I see Harry, the big dog Jamerson. Michael Garbo. And Dr.
That's all good. Michael Graybo.
Graybo. I'm sorry, Michael.
That's all good. I usually get Grab Al, and I see why.
Well, Harry, would you please tell us about your military service? Like how you got started? What made you want to join? Was it the Army?
Yes, I spent 26 and a half years in the Army. How I got started is my mother said I wasn't doing enough, and she took me to the recruiter. I lived in New York. If whoever's from New York, you know there was a recruiting station in Fordham Road in the Bronx, and my mother took me up there, and I had the choice of not signing or signing, and I'm so glad I did.
Wow. Okay. Dr. Elo, you are still active duty. You are in the Coast Guard. How you get started? What made you go and sign up?
Well, I signed up in 2004. I was 24 years old. I was looking for something to do for the country. And basically, I signed up after I finished my degree. And I just went to the services and I said, you know what? The Coast Guard sounds like a real interesting thing to do. And my father-in-law actually was the one that suggested it. I was going to the Navy, and I'm glad he did. So it's been a very great experience. I did 10 years of active duty. I'm still in the reserves, so I should be done in a year and a half with my 20-year service. But I'm also a federal employee with the Maritime Administration, so I work here in downtown Washington, D.C. So yeah, I'm all about the maritime service. To be very honest, this is one of my favorite things to do, and I have lots of respect for other veterans. And I've worked around the world with lots and lots of veterans that I have a lot of respect for. So thank you, everybody here, for your service, and everybody looking out there who's a veteran. Thank you for your service as well.
All right, Michael, how you started? What made you join the Air Force?
Well, I think I've told this story a few times.
Once or twice, right?
I'm originally from a little desert community called Yucca Valley, California. All right. And if you've ever been to Yucca Valley, you'll know why I'm from Yucca Valley and don't live in Yucca Valley. But originally, I was riding with the San Bernardino Sheriff's Department. I was kind of a struggling high school student. I needed to have all the credits that I possibly could, and they had this program called the ROP program. And so I jumped on the ROP program for police science, and I said, oh, that seems like a really cool thing to do. And I said, hey, I want to be a cop. And the substation sergeant said, great, you're too young. What? By the way, I think that's the last time I heard that. And I said, so what should I do? Because I was 17, 18 years old at the time. And he says, well, you got to be 21. So go join the military, waste some time. What? And I said, so which one do you recommend? He said, the United States Air Force. And for those of you Army Marines, I thank you for all the teasing you do for me. But I am thankful that I was in 20 years of the chair force. And the force was pretty cool. We would transport people all around the world, and we would say bye-bye. And we would always salute Dr. Elo, we would always salute and send our officers off to war, and all of our enlisted would stay back and say, we'll catch you if you need us. But 20 years in the United States Air Force, it was a great experience. I got into being a cop. I got into being a training guy, and I retired out as a first sergeant. And life was good. And I retired here in Sacramento. That's where I am, Sacramento, California. It is the capital of supposedly the 8th largest economy in the world. I think we're moving to the 9th and the 10th on a rapid case. But we're working very hard to kind of keep Sacramento and California alive and well.
Nice. So it's been said 20 years is life. So Michael, Dr. Elo, you guys been in 20 years, but
So
Harry,
Big Harry. He said
Harry has been in 26 and a half years.
He's got it.
And a half. Do not forget the half. I did that time.
We all did time.
Tell everyone why you spent 6.5 years past forever in the Army.
No idea. They forced me. I have no idea because the original plan, we were talking offline, like Michael, the original plan was do one enlistment and get out of there. But then it became fun. You meet so many dope people.
There you go.
Oh.
And you make so many friends. I still have friends to this day from my different military stations, my temporary duties, my, just but I don't know why I stayed longer, 6.5 years longer.
Camaraderie, probably.
It could have been.
I say we're a family. We're a family, and there's nothing like the brotherhood and sisterhood of arms. When you go to battle, no matter what role you have in going to battle, you go to battle and you end up knowing what love really looks like.
Yeah,
because you got people getting your back, and that's probably been the biggest thing I've been missing my 20 plus years out of the military has been what happens, without having that camaraderie. Sorry about that, Harry, but I think that's probably what got you sticking around for 6 more years.
It could have been. It could have been.
Did anybody offer you a re-enlistment bonus or something?
Oh, that's a whole nother deal.
No. I just end up staying. and you're right, Michael. Even though we joke, we all joke on each other's branch.
Tell me about it.
The chair force. We kill the Coast
puddle
Guard.
Jumpers. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
We don't have the other 2 branches here, the Marines and the Navy, and we joke on them. But we all have that same green blood, and just kind of come together when we really, really need to.
True.
That's what we call purple blood, by the way, folks. The purple force is all 6 of us together.
Yep.
He's trying to take credit of being an Army Green, but that ain't everything.
We got blue.
And then you got the organization Dr. ELO is with, which is, it's not only DOD, but it's also transportation, man. That's pretty amazing, dude.
Yeah, we got we started with DOT, which I do work for DOT right now with the Maritime Administration, but we transferred in 2003, I believe it was, to DHS, Department of Homeland Security. So we have a lot of different authorities others don't have, like the doing police work in the water, basically. So the law enforcement type. And that's what we do overseas as well. People will think the Coast Guard doesn't go overseas. No, we do. We do go overseas, and we do shipboardings for those vessels that come in with ammunitions or come in with water and food for the troops up north and in Iraq and other places. We're the ones that are there inspecting those vessels, and we're the ones who are boarding those tugboats to see if they have any explosives. So there's a lot of stuff that we do overseas. We're in
Yeah.
Bahrain. We have a large presence now. So we're ex puddle jumpers. We go all over the world now. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Very cool. I had a friend of mine when I was young. He was a Coast Guardsman, and he told me that the Coast Guard was in Vietnam. You know, they were there then. So I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. But I guess, you know, don't you have to be able to swim to be part of the Coast Guard and not the Navy? Sorry, Dr. Elo, I didn't mean to hit you while you were drinking.
Yeah, you actually have to pass a swimming test. So yes, but
Wow.
you can learn along the way. Believe me.
So I gotta ask you guys, with your sorry, Michael. So with your long careers in the military, and you guys are all live streamers now, you create content for others to learn from you. How did you go from the military to putting yourself out there to be learned from others?
I think it's just part of our exploration to do other stuff, right? We always have been exposed to different environments, and for some reason, I've always liked this type of presentation in person. And I think when COVID came along, it just translated to this format. And I don't know. I've always done training for other members, and whenever you're on, let's say you're the person who's on watch, and you got a new person in, you got to train them. So I think that's the way it just works, and it makes it really easy to translate your experience training others through this lens. So that's what it works for me. But I'll listen on our other veterans here to see what they got to say. But I'm sure it's going to be very similar.
Yeah, exactly. Because one of the things, when you start getting more rank, you start getting more responsibility. So now you have to stand up in front of people and do the PowerPoint thing. Y'all remember that? the PowerPoint thing.
Wait, PowerPoint. I remember, you know, the little plastic, you know, overhead.
The rock and chisel.
Yeah. All right. But the overhead projectors, man. I mean,
yes, you remember those? Oh,
I used them.
Yeah, me too.
I used them in school. I can't say I used them, but I used them in school.
Harry, tell how your more responsibility in the military got you to be a live streamer.
Mm-hmm.
I think it just naturally, like Dr. Elo was saying, it kind of naturally transitioned. We're used to standing in front of people. Now we're just doing it virtually. Still, you know, talking to an audience, or you know, as many as the platforms will let people see you.
Yeah.
And it's pretty simple for us. I don't know why some people are just scared of this camera and being on live stream, being on different platforms, and being afraid to talk and express. Not sure why.
All right. Michael, do you want to tell how you got from training in the military? I can't even say it now. Training in the military to training online.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. Bottom line is, it goes back to what both Dr. Elo and Harry's talking about. Bottom line is when we start stepping into leadership roles, you know, you lead, and to lead, you develop. And to develop, you got to be able to connect. And that's where it goes back to one of those components that I believe is absolutely essential. When I'm teaching trainers on how to be trainers, and that's what I started doing in 1982, is teaching people how to develop and design training programs. The first thing you got to do is, do you care about the individual? You know, do you care? And then of course, while that spins into another option, people talk about, well, hey, you're pretty good at sharing this. You're good at sharing that. And then we all know what happened March 13th, 2020. I don't know if you knew that. That was Friday the 13th. It was a Friday the 13th.
Oh yeah.
And I had purposely, this is MySpace, I have purposely selected topics that required people to be in the room to learn. So, for example, train the trainer, workplace coaching, communication, conflict resolution. We weren't going to be doing that online. Hello? You know? Like, what the? Wait. I saw that they were already doing web-based learning. I saw that people were doing webcasting. I saw people doing computer-based learning. But I typically made sure that the topics that I stayed in was going to be the one because I love connecting with people. In this last 3 years, I got to tell you, there's a couple parts inside of here that is really struggling because I'm an extrovert. In case you hadn't figured it out yet, y'all. Hi, I'm Grabo. I'm an extrovert. And as an extrovert, this introverted world has been pretty difficult for me. So I have to be able to figure out, how do I transition? How do I transition to make a difference in people's lives? Instead of in front of you, how do we do it while we're doing a presentation? And it can't be this lecture based. We still have to figure out ways to be able to engage people, wake people up. And if you are in the space of caring for people, you're not going to just sit there and ramble like I am right now. You know, you're going to sit back and you're going to give pause for people to interact.
Yes.
And I leverage the heck out of Jamboards. I don't know if y'all familiar with the Jamboard.
Oh yeah.
Jamboards. You know, because I can get the groups all broken out and sent on into their groups, and they can actually engage each other. At least I think they are. I still have to go visit their groups from time to time and find out that people are doing their work.
Michael, for the civilians, explain what a Jamboard is.
Yeah, a Jamboard is an actual Google Suite product that gives us 20 frames that you can play on. All right. So instead of one whiteboard, you got 20 whiteboards that everybody, you can invite people to be able to play with. It's free. Now, with Erica and I, we started buying a bunch of stuff from a whole, what was that? What's that organization?
AppSumo.
Yep, AppSumo. And so I bought the collab board. That's great. But I really like my Jamboard because I haven't run into any organization that can't jump onto a Jamboard with me.
Right.
And we put some stuff down. So I do strategic planning that way. I do a lot of communication and leadership programs, and we build it out, and we're able to do sticky note exercises, and people come up with some really crazy stuff. Well, people, you know, dot. So did I answer your question, Erica, or did I just ramble forever?
I think you did.
A little of both.
I love it.
Still.
Love it. You guys are good.
So today, happy 4th of July again.
Yes.
Thank you guys for coming on to the OneStream.Live, a 4th of July show. We're actually supposed to be talking about the top for 4th of July marketing ideas for content creators. I wanted to have you guys on because 4th of July, you're veterans, except for Dr. Elo, who has one more year to go.
He's close. Yeah. He's close. He's close. Close enough.
So I wanted to ask you guys about your content ideas. How do you promote your ideas? How do you promote your trainings? How do you promote yourselves? Since you are obviously still leaders in your field by having the courage to come on camera, go live, and it's like, hey, I give you permission to learn from me. How do you do that? How do you get your how do you promote yourselves? Who wants to go first?
I'll take it.
Dr. Elo,
So
I
I
see you trying
use.
to talk, but I can't see.
I know, right? I know, right? So I'm doing the the movie, the Chinese movie. So basically, what I do is I have, like everybody else, they have different social media, right? So I have a plan that I do 7 days before, I do a day before, and then I announce whatever I'm doing an hour before. So I have an app that I use that it's called Radar, which I got from AppSumo, by the way. So
Nice.
basically, I take whatever content I have for if I'm promoting with a video, if I'm promoting with a simple picture or anything, I put it in there and I schedule it. I schedule it so it can go out 7-1-1. That's what I call it, 7-1-1. So 7 days in advance, 1 day and 1 hour. So that's how I do it with all the content that I have, and I share it on all my socials. And there's including YouTube, including TikTok, everything. I use basically everything. I shoot it out on one occasion. I schedule it, and it shoots out whenever it has to use. Because I have sometimes I'm during working hours. I can't be on a computer trying to do all that things. So basically, it just does it alone. It's scheduled, it's done for, and people get a reminder an hour before, so they're reminded that I'm going live soon or that I'm creating something soon. So that's the way I do it.
I love automation.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think everybody kind of does a variation of what Dr. Elo just said. I don't go as far as 7 days, but I'm at that 2 or 3 day mark where I'll start putting stuff out because I think people's attention spans are not 7 days long. They're more
I'm not
up
sure, Harry.
to
Wait,
2 or
what?
3 days.
I'm sorry.
I'm not sure if Harry's telling the truth right now, because right now Harry's doing a series of 50 of
Yeah.
so he's got
Yeah.
like 50 days already planned out. That's more than 7.
Actually, I'm thinking of stuff every day. For everybody who's seeing this and is
Keep
following
calling you out on that one.
what it is,
Bum, 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 bum.
June 22nd. June 22nd marked the 50 days prior to the 50th anniversary of hip hop.
Oh, wow.
So I thought I'd do a
Oh, yeah.
video for 50 days leading up to the 50th anniversary.
It's amazing.
And Erica, I'm just winging it every day.
Are you
It's
really?
a matter of, yes, it's a matter of a couple of hours. I'll get on the phone with somebody. Hey, you want to come on with me? If I don't find nobody, I'll come on myself.
Wow. I like it.
But it's the commitment. It's the commitment to let everybody know.
You know what you're gonna do because you have the experience, so that's why.
Yes.
It's easy to do it.
It's much easier to come on and just go. I started off with pre-recorded. What I didn't like was the editing part. So I went live. Live, it's one and done. Like you said, Dr. Elo, you stream to different places. I go to 10, 11, 13 different platforms. And once it's recorded and the interview or whatever is over, it's all there for everybody to see. You could go, hit play, and it'll start from the beginning and play the whole thing over again. No editing.
While I have a cold beer.
Yes.
Okay, let me ask Michael.
Yes.
How do you promote your trainings? How do you let people know that you're available for training?
I'm sorry. I wish I would have known this question ahead of time because my answer is I don't. I don't.
Thank you. Another one.
I have organizations that tell me that they need me, and I come riding in, and they schedule it all up. They put people together for it, and I'm sorry, I don't have a marketing plan, and as a business coach, that looks pretty bad. But it's been nice. The last year, I just had the best year of my life. So financially speaking,
Nice.
Michael, I got to
You can
disagree
call.
with you. I'm disagreeing with Michael. I had Michael on my live stream show, and I found out he was famous. I found out he was famous because I had the most people I've ever had on a live stream because Mike's there. And those organizations must have known about you because they're always reaching out to you.
all the time,
Wow.
all the time.
Somehow you're
That
famous.
means I'm really, really old, y'all. That just means I'm really, really old. Wow.
Well, you don't need the
You
marketing.
obviously got to be good at what you do too, or else they wouldn't keep calling you back.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm sorry that I don't have a solid answer. I would love to tell you I use this app, that app, this other app.
You don't need it. You don't need it.
The last time I marketed was with a flyer.
On a windshield. On a windshield.
Oh God.
Yeah. No, I did. Can I put this in your window?
No, wait. I got to call you out again, Michael. So, Michael has been training a really long time. How many programs have you used to train people? Because I know it's been a lot.
6.
See, he's taught himself 6 different platforms to be able to train people. He obviously really likes this. People know that he likes this. He likes it because he's good at it. They know he's good at it. That's why they keep calling him back.
Nice.
He ain't no marketing.
Erica,
No marketing. Yeah.
Why? He's the marketing.
I like that.
And the one thing I'm trying to figure out now, and you guys probably have already figured it out, but I need to figure out how not to be the commodity. It's because at 43 years of teaching and training and teaching and talking about this, I've always been the commodity. I've always been the commodity. So how do I get out of being the commodity and trust other people to take my material on?
Whew.
That's the $1 million answer, y'all.
That's a loaded question. Wow.
Yes, it is.
With some bacon and some
Never gonna stick.
that baby's loaded.
Michael, I want to suggest pre-recorded, like Dr. Elo said, and on-demand content. I'm just throwing it out there.
It's true. On-demand content's amazing. Yep.
All right. All right.
Yes.
Well, help me, Rhonda. I mean, Erica. Help me.
That was all I got. And I got it from Dr. Elo just now.
Yeah, that's the only way you're gonna do it. Do some pre-records.
But Harry, one of the things I don't like, I can't listen to me. I mean, I'm like, that dude just rambles forever and he never makes a freaking point. And it's like, no. And
It's funny you say that, but I want to pose this question. Does either one of you listen to your own shows after it's done?
No.
Hell no.
No.
Me either.
Enough for me.
I was there.
Enough for me.
I was there. I know what was said. I know what was done. I don't have to listen to it. I think my voice is just so annoying. But people seem to like it.
Good for them. But hey, not me. I'm good.
I have people ask in my training classes, Michael, do you have a podcast? No, I don't. Because we go, well, we want to listen. We love your voice. Why? I have no idea.
Go on YouTube, pay the subscription, and listen to me.
I can see that.
I cannot listen to me.
You can start a new business, Michael, doing voicemails for people.
God, If you've reached this number, please let us know because they've just been changed again.
You guys are hilarious. So I gotta throw this out here. Let me throw the banner back up. So we're supposed to be talking about 4th of July marketing ideas for content creators.
Yes.
I've had no idea what this is because 4th of July comes around. I see people marketing, but it's mattresses, it's furniture. That's not the things I think of when I think about the 4th of July. It's veterans. It's a cookout. There's fireworks.
Oh, man.
That's the things I think about 4th of July. But I know since we all live stream, we all are content creators. And I asked ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I had no idea. So I went
What-
to ChatGPT
What
and I
did
want to read to
he
you.
or she tell you?
Chat is a he because nobody's going to name their baby girl Chat. So Chat for me is God. It's true. You've never met a girl named Chat.
Nope.
Okay.
Girl named G.
Oh my God.
Let me read some of the things that Chat said, and I'm going to ask you your personal opinion of what
Yeah.
Chat says. So,
Okay.
Independence Day themed content. Take advantage of patriotic spirit surrounding Independence Day, July 4th in the United States of America. Create content that celebrates holidays such as videos, blog posts, social media campaigns, and incorporate themes of freedom, independence, or American culture. Consider organizing contests or giveaways with patriotic twists or encourage audience to participate. You guys
Man.
got a 2 cents you want to throw in on that?
Yeah, I would do the thing that I do, right? On that day for me, it's sacred for me to go out with the family. So I'll do a blog post or I'll do a picture with a message, a strong message of our freedom and why do we have our freedom. But doing a video that day, and you ain't going to catch me in the studio. Guarantee you that. That's family time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done pictures where I've had my flag shirt on or a Captain America shirt on and saluting the flag.
That's Captain Puerto Rico, by the way.
Yes.
1 star.
Yes, 1 star.
1 star. Or Texas. Yeah.
Exactly.
I was gonna
But
throw that out
Erica, as you were talking, you said spirits. Now, what does that mean? The beginning of that sentence, is it like spirits, or
Get me
Well,
the
if you don't
spirits.
have lighter fluid for your grill, that might work.
that might? Oh man, this is so much fun. But
It is.
Erica, you're doing this right now. You have the American flag in the background.
hmm
You have you have the Happy 4th of July in the bottom banner.
Yep.
You have some dope people on here.
That's true. Look, I gotta say, I love 4th of July.
Yeah.
It's my first favorite holiday, right after my birthday.
Mm.
So, yeah.
National
say-
Buffet Day is my holiday.
I didn't want to work on the 4th of July. Everything, yeah, I don't work on the 4th of July. It's planning the cookout. That's what I'm going to do. It's making sure that I got something to blow up when it's about 9:30, because that's when it gets dark here.
Mhm.
And I'm not working. Everything's going to be automated. And I told my OneStream handler that I didn't want to work on the 4th of July because it's a holiday. And she says, you can make it pre-recorded. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. I guess that's a good and bad thing about live streaming. You can always make something pre-recorded.
Yep.
Yeah.
And but it's true. So not only will I have a blog post coming from this video, I will also have this video.
It's amazing.
I will also have a U.S. flag flying on all my social channels. And I'm not going to do any of that on 4th of July because it's going to be automated.
Well, I have a rib in my hand and a beer. That's what's up. and some barbecue right there.
Oh,
Good.
I don't care for beer, but I love a Pepsi and barbecue.
Well, there
Because
you go.
can't break up that grease with a beer. You need a Pepsi.
You need to share. You need to share. You know, but one thought that I would have about this whole idea of 4th of July, and you know, the one thing about Chat GPT, it's not always authentic, and so we've got to be authentic. It's got to come from a place
yeah.
of real care. And if you're trying to do it just to be able to do it because it's the 4th of July, I think people see it.
Yeah.
I think people see it, and I think my brothers and sisters see it more than anything else. And so that's why we got to watch for valor stealing. We got to watch for people being fully present for what is it all about? Because it's all about living for 365 days out of the year in freedom. It's not about living in freedom one day of the year. That's why I like
don't forget the leap year.
Yeah, it's a plus a little bit more every day. You're right, but at the same time frame, I think that's why it's so important that Juneteenth gets celebrated, because freedom is freedom. We need to be able to celebrate our history, and we need to be able to celebrate from learning from our history so that we don't repeat our history. And it's got to begin with everybody being willing and able to speak what's on their heart.
Mm.
Because if people can't speak their heart, number one, freedom of our speech has got to be in that space of how can we demonstrate it. Now, I get it. There's hate speech and there's love speech. I'm into love speech, but I'm also willing to fight for the right for someone to get into that other type of speech. I might not agree with it in any way, shape, or form, but we've got to be willing to have freedom all the way around. Because when freedom is happening, we're showing up as human beings. It's when we are telling people what they can say and what they can't say, and when we're telling people that how they're supposed to learn or not learn. I agree that we need to be able to become a community that makes our Constitution a true document all the way through. And I know, Erica, you've heard me talk about this before, because to me, I raised my hand May 15th, 1979, that I was going to defend and support that document. Not anybody's ideas, but that document of what does it look like to have the Constitution 300 years later. I want us to be able to still have that, because I do remember what it was like when we sat back and sliced and diced and put people in different boxes. We've got to stop doing that, and we've got to get to the space of freedom. And it begins with how we market.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because freedom
Nice segue.
every day, not one day of the year.
It's true.
And that's why he doesn't need marketing.
Yes.
That's why. That's why they go to you.
Yeah.
That's why. I get it.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's a great observation, Dr. Elo.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
let me throw out one more I think I got time for one more from a message from chat.
Okay.
Summer themed content. July is a peak month for summer activities and vacations. Tailor your content to align with the summer vibe. Create engaging and shareable content that focuses on travel tips, outdoor activities, summer recipes, fashion trends. Use vibrant visuals and catchy headlines to capture the attention of your audience. You guys have
Yeah.
say that?
Yeah, there's only 2 seasons in which I actually share something that's personal. I'd say it's in summer and then in Christmas. Those are the 2 ones that I share. Or in Christmas, I share the cookies or whatever. But in summer, it's all about the beach, going to the river, going out with the family and having fun. So these are the times that I actually, when I go out, actually takes photos of where I'm at and usually share it and make people, feel that beachy or that summer vibes during this part of the year. So this is the only two. And I love more the summer parts because I'm from Puerto Rico. I love the beach. I grew up in the beach. I grew up surfing. So yeah, this is my vibe.
Nice.
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 Okay,
Well,
Harry, what you got?
when I do think about the summertime, it is because I'm a driver. I think about my car, the maintenance on my car to get me to where I'm going. Check your tires, check your oil, maintenance on my car. I think about food with that cooler.
Ooh.
What am I gonna put in this cooler that's gonna last me until I get? Because I just
Pepsi.
I was just
fell
about to
in
ask
love
what's in that cooler.
Pepsi and
Pepsi.
some Michelob and
Spirits.
The Army like, man.
Yeah.
It sounds very Army like. Did you work the motor pool, sir?
I was in it in my early career, yes.
Wow.
So
Old
and
duels.
because
Old
I'm a
duels.
driver, I think about all of these things because I don't want to get stuck. You guys, if you've had cars that were subpar in your younger days and you got stuck on a highway on a anywhere and it's 97 degrees.
Exactly.
That's been in the South.
That's why I always drove a stick so I could push it. Started if anything else happened. Find a hill.
Well, us up north
Michael,
didn't have sticks.
It builds character.
Harry, isn't it funny that Michael knew what job you had in the Army just because of what you put in your cooler?
Yep.
Well, it was that, and also he was already doing the safety briefing of his vehicle. And safety vehicle, I was guessing motor pool right away. But
safety first.
Base has a motor pool, but one of my clients was a photographer out here in Sacramento, and they would always do something really kind of cool during the summer, and they call it the summer. What was it they called it? The dog days of summer. And so they would do things with catching pictures of dogs and being able to kind of get that. And what I liked about the whole idea of the dog days of summer was there was a relaxation piece to it. And I think if we market during the summer time frame, we want to do, as Dr. Elo was talking about, getting out because the winter so much closed in and everything. It's an opportunity to get out and to be able to connect with nature, with creation, to be able to see what's going on, but also giving us the vibe of rejuvenation. Because to me, it is all about rejuvenating. And oh, by the way, you can't be out in the sun too long.
Without
umbrella. Like Mary Poppins, just going around with
I was thinking that was a song from Queen, but that was the bicycle song that I heard. Umbrella, I'm riding my umbrella.
You guys are hilarious. So, Michael, tell us your favorite social media platform. Where do you hang out, and where can we connect with you?
Yeah, well, LinkedIn is probably the best one. I've tried to limit my social media footprint. I was there when the day was, if you want to get a hold of me, you call me on a phone that was attached to the wall. All right. I am that freaking old. So the bottom line is I do have a Facebook, but Instagram, and also the big one for the professional side is LinkedIn. I'm in the LinkedIn. I'd love to be able to connect with everybody LinkedIn. If you look at theessentiallink.net or michaelgrabo.com, I'm there for you. Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank you, Michael. How about you, Dr. Elo? Where's your favorite social hangout spot? And how
I'm
can we
everywhere.
connect
I
with
do love LinkedIn as well, and I use LinkedIn every single day. But you can find me at askdrelo.com. You will find every single thing in there about me, about all my socials, and yeah, that's it basically.
Beautiful, beautiful.
you? All right. Appreciate you being here too. Harry, where's your favorite social media hangout spot?
The one that I'm the most popular on is Facebook because I'm Facebook famous.
All right. Facebook famous.
That's where all my people are, and you can find me at Harry the Big Dog. Big Dog spelled D-O-G-B-I, no, B-I-G-D-O-G, not dog big, big dog.
All right. I was about to say, I was watching your show on LinkedIn, and you were totally ignoring me, only hanging out with the Facebook people. But
That's
now I know
because
better.
I didn't see the comments. I seen them after. I'm totally sorry.
No worries. Again, I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for your service, and I'm honored to be able to honor you guys for the 4th of July because it was 4th of July without our veterans. So
Thank you.
thank you
So,
guys.
Erica,
This
thank you so
this
much.
show-
Freaking amazing and all that you're doing. And you've kept us moving forward in the last 3 years. So thank you very much for keeping us combined. She's gone global, y'all. She's gone global. And
Yeah.
now she's working on the universe.
All right. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you. Be blessed.